All right, I think we're back in business. So, we're looking for a third checkpoint. There's a pair of ride rails, and there is a crust bucket ticket. That's first checkpoint. Ah, didn't end up on it. There's a second checkpoint. So there's going to be 2 ride rails coming up. And I need to jump off onto the left. Third checkpoint, dual ride rails. Okay, yeah, it's that box over there. Experience ticket, let's go. Alright. Let's beat the level for good measure. There's your rail tech. I don't want to do it here. I want to do it where it's straight. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. I'll do it when the rail's straight. When it's not... maybe not. Come on. A little scary looking. I believe that's what it is, right? Final checkpoint. YouTube viewers can chat with us? Yes. So you can say hi YouTube and not just mean hi for the YouTube video. I don't think I'm actually making a YouTube video out of this, except for... Well, I guess it's going up as a live upload, so that counts. But also, you can say hi to YouTube, and the YouTube chat can also see what you are typing. Is that the thing I want? Nah, it's just a silly piece of paper that doesn't get me extra experience. Bamboo leaves. Yeah, that's probably not great game design there. Just gonna say hi from here. There we go. Okay. Yes, yes, thank you, Sheldon. Okay, so we'll go and pop that ticket, and we will also, in the meantime, see if there are any other weapons we want to grab. Missing out on lore. Yoshi says, hi, Twitch. 4 dodge rolls, but you only really get 1 full power shot. Full power shot. What does that mean? Oh, bamboo. Okay. 4 dodge rolls, but you only get 1 shot per roll. Okay. Interesting. I wonder... So it'd be a pretty mobile weapon. That could see use. That seems decent. I did not get anything I'm especially interested in. I guess I could grab the dually squelchers. I'll mess around with it, I guess. Can't spend too much more money, though, because we need to have enough when we actually get to the weapons we want. Alright. Getting started up again. I'm new to these streams, but love your content. Thank you. Appreciate you stopping by. Main Luna Blaster. So we hit freshness bonus on this Bloblobber. So now, let's see what we can do on a Sploosh. Gembrella would be cool. I think so too. I hope that once we get one of these other weapons, you know, Schlorp or Steve or Edge Blaster up to X, that we can replace one of them with Umbrella. Like, I'd love to learn to play Tent. Splatbrella would be super cool. Sorella-brella would be super cool. Here we go. Oh. On high latency, you say like that's a setting. We're gonna turn the latency of this weapon all the way up to 19. Okay, I've got to delete 3 here. Delete 4 here. Not burn your eyes out. I do have a filter on my computer called, I think, Flux, that filters out blue light. It makes it so that the computer screen itself is a lot more orange. It looks a little funny sometimes, but it is hugely helpful for... I just know that this is mailbox, and that's really funny to me. It's really helpful for reducing eye strain. So the computer I can look at a lot and not be really bothered by it. The Switch I haven't really been playing all that much today, so it's not going to be a huge issue. Oh, you're talking about dark mode. No, like, there's still going to be blue light if you don't have that filter on your computer screen. Like, that dark mode is not a solution to that. Burn, please turn on dark mode. You guys are fine. Stop being little babies. I don't think this is somebody that I know. I mean, obviously it's somebody that I know somewhat. They've added me, but... I'm gonna delete, like... 1 or 2 more. That should be enough. At least in Discord you use dark mode. I think it defaults to dark mode. I don't think I've changed it from the default. Wait, there are 2 Andres. Oh, but this one's like a Bravest switch. So that one, it shouldn't need to know. Okay. Oh, and I need to accept all of them before I jump back in. Do you reset your main account? No. So the account with Schlorp, Steve, and Edge Blaster is a separate account, a separate Nintendo Online account. But then I discovered that you can, if you're on a separate Switch, you can sign into your main account and still have all of your friends and still keep all of your data on the other Switch, but the save data doesn't necessarily carry over. So I'm actually playing on my own profile on this Switch, and that's the one that I'm leveling up right now. My eyes are in agony. My pain is indescribable. Please turn on dark mode. Suffer. Why do you have more than one Switch? The company that I used to work for, called Bravis, they got an extra Switch for me so that I could do the YouTube content. The how to get out of ranked videos were made on the Switch that I'm using. And the company shut down and didn't have a use for this one extra Switch that was lying around, so they just let me keep it. So that's what's going on there. Oh boy, what a rotation that is. Okay. So we've got weapons, we've got the ticket, we've used the tickets, we've got a new, we've got the sploosh here, which is dry. I think we're ready to go, so I'll give you guys like 10 seconds to open up the friends list, and may the fastest squids get into the lobby, I suppose. Hope you can carry over save data for 3. Yeah, we'll see. There's definitely some logistical problems with the system as it currently works. Hi, Darv C. 1113. Welcome, welcome. Boink. Moray Rainmaker, everybody's favorite. There have been some really hype Moray Rainmaker matches, but that's because some stupid stuff can happen in them. Oh, goodness. It's putting us in with some high-level players here already. Should look at my message in the help desk of your server when you get a chance. I think I'm funny. Oh no. What did K-Bot do? Oh my god. I also think you're funny, for the record, K-Bot. And welcome to the Squid School server. Happy to have you there. I am immediately giving you guest lecturer status. I am also perfectly willing to give you mod in there, but I don't want you to, like, have to suffer through all of the pings if you don't want to actually be doing all that much. Like, I totally trust you with the privileges and everything. It is just, like, a matter of whether you want to get pinged for that stuff. Because I do ping the mods occasionally for dealing with stuff. But let me know. Probably not going to pay too close attention, yeah. I don't know why you would do that, frankly. Like, the way that I see designating mods, and maybe this will have to change in future, but it's like, however much you do end up using the server, if you you see something, you will now have the ability and authority to do something about it. Now, again, the one downside for you would be potentially getting pinged at a time that you don't want to be pinged. And if that's the case, like, I totally get you not wanting it, but I, trust your judgment, obviously, in moderating as much as anybody else in the frickin' community, so. That was such a silly bomb. Oh. I was like, does my sploosh even reach that high? Apparently it does. Nice. Oh, hi. Darn. The curling bomb threw him off once, but it didn't throw him off the second time. Baja Blaster, I love that. That's a fantastic tag. See how often I come around, but of course don't hesitate to ping any time, and I'll turn the markings on red until I can respond if it's worth. Okay. Ah! You forget about me, kitty? Hi. Sploosh. All right. K-Bot is receiving mod roll. Baja Blaster, kind of spicy. Fear me, I guess. Thank you for showing where that level up ticket was. Oh yeah, no problem. Did you need it? I had no idea. Have you just never found that on your main profile? That's really funny. Late night gem stream? What? I am definitely up in the late night, like all the time. In fact, shoot, I still have an entire video I need to edit. That's not true. I have an entire video that I need to put an intro and outro on and then upload to YouTube. It's not as extensive as that. We're covered in that front. All right, Devi's pulling out the big guns to try and bully some people out of the lobby. Mama Hydra going Mama Bear. Man. People knew. Yeah, crazy amount of editing. I have to like copy and paste 2 scenes. You know how much strain that is on my wrists? That wasn't unsafe enough. Oh, that wasn't even the charger that got me? Oh. I totally thought it was the charger. How do I have... Do I have like a main of special saver on? Oh yeah, I actually think the gear comes with that. The default gear. So I was looking at the amount of splashdown I have. Darn. I thought I would need more than a tap shot there. So I was like, you can't hit 2 tap shots in time. It'll be fine. Only needed 1. I would have found it so funny if that bomb actually splatted someone. I think we win that. Getting pretty close to level 99. Nice. Takes a little while. But it's nice to have a little star next to it, you know? We're overdue on a rock-type evolution. That'd be interesting. Is there another series we'll do after Random Weapon to X? Well, we're gonna hit Splatoon 3, and then it's just gonna be mayhem. Well, I have no idea what's going to happen in Splatoon 3, but I'm going to stream a lot of it. I'm going to make a lot of videos about it, and we're going to try and capitalize on the influx of growth and make the game grow even bigger. Hi, Undershirt Man. I need to be very careful to pronounce that name correctly and not miss any letters in it. How's it going? What's your next stream? So I always stream on Tuesdays from 3 to 5 Pacific, 6 to 8 Eastern. And I do VOD reviews for viewers on those streams. So that's one that's coming up. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. Might happen, might not. Going to remaster the Get Out of Rank videos in 3. I'm definitely going to make a lot of similar content. I don't know if I'm going to do something quite as comprehensive as those videos, just because they take so long. Like, on the current content schedule, like, it takes a really long time to do something long form, because I'm trying to have something every day and then also get some work done on the big projects. And that's just, like, it's making the big projects drag like crazy. Like, getting out the video about callouts has been... I don't know if I've worked on that in a week, because I've just been working on the smaller projects all the time. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make all of that stuff work, because I think the callouts video especially is really important and really well needed in the community. I think that's one huge blind spot that there's just not enough tutorializing about. Like, even I think, like, FLC's primer, which has a lot of important information that is very influential and changes the way that a lot of people look at callouts, it's not like a complete beginner's guide sort of thing. It's like, you know how to do callouts, here are some ways that we need to be doing them better, is the way that I always read that. I think that there are some basics that just nobody has even attempted to teach, and that will carry over into Splatoon 3 really well. So, anyway, all of that being said, like, I'm definitely going to be... I'm definitely going to be repeating myself a lot, I think, is something that is going to be an unfortunate consequence of the fact that I will be making content for new players, and so I will, like, a lot of the things that carry over, I'm just going to be saying a second time with different visuals over them. Like, I'm probably not going to go so far as to, like, reuse entire audio tracks from previous videos, but, like, I totally could for probably, like, 85% of the content that there's going to be about it. So unless, like, there's a drastic metagame shift, a lot of it is going to work largely the same way. I do think the squid roll has potential to be a big shakeup in the way that the game is played. Like, if that is the Dark Souls roll that it's looking like right now, if it is just, like, free iframes for, like, a quarter of a second, like the animation would seem to suggest at the moment, that's going to be overpowered. It's going to, like, really, really significantly nerf blasters, maybe even chargers. So I don't know how the game rebounds from that sort of a situation, but and, like, the specials may play a little bit differently. It may be a little bit less team oriented and more about actually making individual plays, similar to how Splatoon 1 was. There's a lot that could be different, but I definitely expect, especially early on, I'm going to be teaching a lot of basics, and y'all who have been watching my content for a while will just have to be a little bit patient as we teach the newbies and usher them in. All right, have a good night, Eisenlattice. If it's a Dark Souls roll, I drop Dynamo. Exactly. You would have to. How's it going, Andrew Plays? Imagine a Dark Souls-like story mode. Already ready for the Splatoon 3 grind. Yeah, we're getting there. A lot of what I'm doing right now is just kind of a prototype for Splatoon 3. Been experimenting a lot with the content and being a little bit like inconsistent just to see like, how does this do? How does this do? Before I have the full audience watching me, so it looks like I know what I'm doing when it gets there. Is charge hold still in Splatoon 3? I don't know if we've seen that, because the chargers that we have seen play are definitely not like competitive level chargers. There's some Nintendo employee that they handed a controller to and were like, hey, stand here and aim at this person. Thank you. I remember I went to E3 2018, I think it was, for work, because they wanted me to go and check out the new Smash game and see, like, what's going on with this. Is this going to be competitive? Is this something that we're going to want to build content for? What's going to be different about it? Like, so we went, and I ended up playing with a bunch of Nintendo reps who, ironically enough, I was teaching to play the game a lot of the time. Like, they'd be like, I've played this like maybe once or twice with my kids, but I'll do my best. You know, they've got to be game. It's for work, you know? Ended up actually getting to play one match with Hungrybox, but then he went over and I don't know if he was exactly flirting with the female Nintendo rep he went to talk to, but it definitely felt a little bit like that. Hi. Darn. Yeah, I played one match with Hungrybox. He one-stocked me, and all of his kills came from throwing items at me. The rule sets on those were pretty wacky, and I don't think you were able to turn items off. You just kind of had to play the way that they had the game set up for you. The way it's interesting that Nintendo has both a competitive demographic and also the more casual family-oriented one they have to be mindful of. They don't have to be mindful of the competitive community, is something that we have learned over time. It just is not quite a big enough market for them to really justify them leaning into it too hard. Which sucks for us, frankly. But they're just so many more casual players of these games. It's orders of magnitude higher than you're probably imagining it is. That's really one of the reasons that I cater Squid School to an audience below competitive level. Like, most of the content that comes out about Splatoon is specifically for people who are already interested in competitive play and have gone through the basics, but I try to teach the basics because I realize that there's just such a huge untapped audience there that not enough people are talking to. Kind of bridge the gap from casual to competitive. That's something that Milana has stated as one of her goals, and I think it's a very valuable one. That's more important than our current kind of priorities in content creation seem to suggest. When will the stream end? I don't know. Maybe at this rotation, that might be a good stopping point, but we'll see. As I do have to get that one video uploaded, but otherwise it's not gonna be too bad. And like, I don't think I can fall asleep right now. Like, I was up until sunrise last night. So, can I just, like, shred this wall and then get at them before they hit me? I think so. Yeah. The more I play this weapon, the more I'm like, wait, is this actually a skirmisher? Am I here to just, like, run around in circles and be zoomy and fast and like, draw them off like a brush? I don't want this. Oh, I ran into the corner. I think pickled flavored snacks are good. That's a thing to say. Good morning, EU. Is that Nami? Anomaly? Anomaly? Whoa. How anomalous. Uh-oh. Alright. Take the trade, I guess. Oh, they've got a DC. Dilly's just like, he does know that I am Pickle, right? I have defeated the Baja Blaster. I think there's someone else still down here, unless they, like, jumped out or something. Well, we'll find out the hard way. Looks like they dipped out from there. Yep, that's where they went. We should still have this, but it's looking a lot closer than I would think for a game with a DC in it. I'm gonna go back and paint this, because this is completely unpainted on our side. Darn, the missiles go over the top of that, because they're slower. Only 5%. Other team put up a heck of a fight. Yeah, they don't have to interfere with comp. I think what we're talking about is, like, you have to balance the game for a competitive and casual audience. They definitely do try to balance the game for a competitive audience. I think that if the metagame were over-centralized, like, that sort of information from the competitive community does reach the casual audience. Even if a casual player is not good enough to take a weapon that is overpowered and abuse it, they will still get this idea from what competitive players are telling them, from what content creators are telling them, that it is a problem with the game's balance, and that and they'll complain about that even if it's not really what's impacting their game. So I definitely think that, you know, competitive balance is important at all levels. Baja Blaster is legit impossible to approach from one angle. I definitely approached them a couple of times there. Yeah. His good object permanence. Right when they started to swing. Feels bad, man. See, look, here's me approaching the Baja Blaster. From the only angle that a sploosh knows how. Oh, that almost got him. That was actually insanely close to splatting off of their own wall. Hi. Whoa, that was nice. Accuracy, lightweight, terrible range. Absolutely abysmal range. A kit with splashdown. The Sploosh 7 is a pretty good weapon. It's one of the better Rainmaker weapons in the game. Oh, shoot. Hi! Please fire a shot before you know where I'm going. I don't know where that was even coming. What? It was still from there? It looked like it was coming from behind me. But, yeah, Sploosh definitely has its niches. Just two of the kits are not great. Oh, no. This is, they're right there. Get him. No. They armored and got hammer. Oh, this is over. Big sads. Found a solution to low audio? Oh, okay. Is the audio really low for anybody else? Like, is that a problem outside of Gamer Doodles' situation? Like, definitely tell me that, please, if there's a problem. Game audio is sort of low, your audio is fine. I can turn game audio up a little bit, if that is what the people desire. There. I gave you 6 decibels. So as long as the audio isn't gonna cover me up when it's louder and musical, overall audio is just quieter in most streams. Not decimals, decibels. There. Debicles, yes. Okay. Is the sploosh good and why? So the main weapon has a niche. The problem with the main weapon, and the only problem with the main weapon, because it has insane DPS, paints a lot, like literally the best DPS in the game on Rainmaker Shield. But the caveat is that it is it's basically melee range. You have to be in like biting distance to hit them with this thing. So the conventional way to play it in competitive play is to run the Sploosh 7, which has Splat Bomb and Hammer, and you just chuck a whole bunch of Splat Bombs until you get an opportunity to do rat things. And by rat things, I mean you know, invade the enemy base, rush into enemy ink, and like paint around with your superior mobility. Kind of do what Devi's doing right here. And be a massive distraction and annoyance to the team. Hammer especially is a huge threat on that weapon because Hammer is a flanker's weapon, and that's exactly what the Sploosh 7 is. So there are those things that it has going for it. The vanilla kit is doo-doo. Yes, it can move slightly faster, but it was already a very fast weapon and should probably be running swim speed to begin with. So being able to throw a curling bomb and swim through it even faster is, like, not that useful overall, because you're already moving faster just by, like, painting your way forward than, like, most of the weapons in the game. And then it has Splashdown, which is Splashdown. For those who don't know, Splashdown is the weakest special in the game once people learn to be able to shoot it down. And that happens relatively quickly these days. It used to be more of like a S+ only, maybe X rank only kind of thing. But I've seen people canceling my Splashdown to A rank. It's too well known at this point. And like a lot of weapons are capable of doing it. A lot of weapons are capable of doing it in most situations. Okay, I think we've got this. I think we've got the win now. Wow, okay. Then the Neo Sploosh has missiles, which is pretty okay, I guess. It's not bad, like, on an aggressive weapon, but you'd maybe prefer it on a weapon that is capable of ever backing up. But beacons are kind of, like, not great for a frontline weapon, I would say, because the frontliner is more likely to be taking positions that it would not be safe to jump into. You really want beacons more on a backliner. But the big problem with that Sploosh is that it encourages the playstyle where people literally just swim into the enemy base and just paint the enemy base for missiles over and over and over again, because it paints for missiles really fast, and it's a weapon that can kind of maneuver out of bad situations and maybe jump back into that position if it wants to. But the problem with that is that just getting missiles over and over is not enough benefit. Like, you actually need to be fighting with the main weapon with your team in a competitive context to be getting anything done. And so people get up into X rank, like low X rank, using that strategy, and then it falls off hard because it is bad. And then people are up there and they're like, wait, this is the only thing I know how to do, but it doesn't work anymore. I'm really enjoying the content. I hope stuff pans out for Splatoon 3. I do too, and thank you, Zach. Really appreciate that. Oh. I got dead. Oh my god. The Berry Brigade. Welcome, Barry. So, funny story, Barry. Actually, Barry's probably having to watch an ad, but... So, and I'll repeat the story if he needs to hear it again. But so, the, I tested raid notifications before this stream, and when I click test raid, it works. But then actual raids happen. 3 raids happen. No raid notification. I don't know what happened. Hacker voice, I need. So I apologize that you were not greeted with the sight of guinea pigs and the sound of Ewoks, but such is the sad condition that we find ourselves in this evening. Hope you had a wonderful stream, Barry. For those of you who somehow have not heard of Barry despite being on Splatoon Twitch, I don't know how that happens, frankly, but if by some miracle you do not know who Barry is, Barry is a streamer who plays for a competitive team called Element R, Oh my god, so many woomies. Thank you for all of the woomies. See, look at this. The follow notifications work. They do exactly what they're intended to do. And then the raid, nah. It's so weird and, like, arbitrary, like which ones work and which ones don't. Anyway, plays for a team called Element R, has been a streamer for a good long time. I think is Twitch partnered, question mark. But is just one of the, you know, faces of the community, and a darn good commentator to boot. Milana also, who came over with the raid, another very, very good streamer, who I actually talked about earlier, I think, on stream, as a good example of, like, the approach to who to reach out to as a Splatoon content creator. But Milana also plays for Element R, a teammate of Barry's and longtime friend and commentary partner and all that good stuff. So they are very good people and very much worth a follow if anybody is on Splatoon Twitch. One day I will see the guinea pigs. Here, I mean, I can show you the guinea pigs. This is what it should have done. See, I literally just click test raids. And this happens. It works. But then, when somebody actually does it, never goes through. So I don't know. Hey, Jamie made it in. After nearly an hour? Holy crap, you've been trying for that long? That's crazy. Sheep goes to sleep. Have good games. That is adorable. Thank you for stopping by, Poke Sheep. And have a good night. Only 10 minutes left. I'll go on a little bit longer. I just got a raid from Barry. I gotta go on a little longer, you know. $66 people in the raid. Holy moly. What's your friend code? Oh, here, I'll get this into chat. So, context for those of you who just showed up. I'm not just playing Sploosh for no reason. So, this account is the account that I use to... one of the accounts that I'm going to be using to make YouTube videos. I have a series on YouTube called Weapon to X, where I take a weapon... Oh, that's interesting. That'll shake things up a little bit. Right when Jamie shows up, too. That is absolutely tragic. I have a series called Weapon to X, where I take a weapon that I don't normally play, and I try to get it to X rank. There's a friend request. I'll go and accept that real quick. So currently I'm working on the Heavy Splatling in Zones, the Gootuber in Tower Control, and the Grim Range Blaster in Clamblitz. I finished the Arrow Spray on Rainmaker recently, and so since that account is now at X rank in Rainmaker, I'm using a different account, this one, to start playing Rainmaker again. So that when a Rainmaker rotation comes in, I'm not just stuck not streaming anything. The weapon that has been voted on for that is the Explosher, and I unlock that at level 18. So I need to grind this up to level 18 before I play, like, any ranked. So I'm grabbing the experience tickets that you can find in the single-player campaign early on in World 2. I've used one of them already, and I'm part of the way through this second one. And I'm just grinding turf. And since I'm in turf, I mean, might as well make a stream out of it, right? So all y'all are willing to try and jump in and snipe it. We're getting to a point where every single lobby consists mostly of viewers. So I'll give you a second to hover over me on the friends list there, so that when my name turns green, you're able to join. And we'll get into it shortly. $69 viewers, perfect. Yes. This is all we could want. Level grinding does take a while in this game. What I would like to see is for weapons not to be level capped. I want to be able to buy whatever weapon I darn well want to at level 1 with whatever money I earn. I think that would make a lot of sense. Like, maybe you put a difficulty warning on it, like, hey, so I realize you've never played this game before and you're trying to play the Bamboozler. This is really tough and we don't recommend this. But, like, if I want to do that, let me do that. Let me make that mistake, I guess, if I'm that early player. Okay. Oops, not this one. This one. Oh my god, that's a lot of friend requests. I can probably accept 2 at most. Unless they go this long. Okay, now I'm scared. I need to get right back into the game so I don't disconnect immediately. Oof! I was 3 seconds away from disconnecting. So. We'll grab another one on the results screen. And get the rest from there. Whew. We do not have a lot of room to work with here. I'm gonna need some specials or something. Ah! Okay, nice. We got one. We're out on the right-hand side. Let's get moving. I should have gotten that already. Okay. That was really good. We actually took control of mid out of that lockout situation really well. Flee. Ah! No, that's not the direction I wanted the curling bomb to go. It bounced. Alrighty. Woof, woof. Ow. Man, this is going worse than when I was DC'd. Maybe I need to just leave the game again. Let my teammates carry me. Not DC'd, AFK. Same difference. I find this very rude. 15 seconds still. Yeah, I should play the rest of it out, but I don't think we win this. I can't even get to much to paint in time. Alright. See if we can burn through all of these now. I really hope I have enough space for all of these. Level 13, but you play even better than me? I mean, that's because this is not my main account. Or was that a joke? Did I just explain the joke? Oh no. I might have just explained the joke. And I need to delete friends! I cannot do that in 15 seconds, unfortunately. Oh, you're serious? Yeah, no, I have 5,000 hours in Splatoon. Probably more than that. Probably more like 5,500. Like, I play competitively. I've been on competitive teams since 2018. I am not level 13. I'm going to greed for one more deletion. And that way we'll be set up to accept the next 2 friend requests. I don't think I can greed for one more deletion. I definitely cannot greed for one more deletion. Okay. Well, we tried. I hate that the process takes so long. But I also don't want to just leave, because I know we've got, like, 2 people on standby who are waiting, and Jamie's already in, and the roller player's already in. That was a nice shot. One more mid-match. This is all moral and fine because the game isn't decided until the last 30 seconds, so I can just wait for a minute. Oh my god, why does this take so long? Okay. So that's one person. Ah! Crud. Alright, coming up on the last minute. I'm trying to win these games to get the XP bonuses from that. So I'm not gonna stop playing. Yeah, okay. Before AFK's Mario kicks you aren't hurting your team at all. Losing the last 30 seconds, or 45 seconds, I would say. Home and then home again. That's interesting tech. I haven't heard that one before. I need to delete one. This is just from a tournament. Good night, Scrubs for Dubs. Thank you. Okay. Oh, map mode's changed. Might as well just finish it. Okay. And now we're caught up. I haven't been playing for that long. I think I started at like 3 hours ago or something. I've done much longer streams than that. Alright, so I think we leveled up once. Let's check and see if there are any new weapons there. Yep. But nothing I am interested in using. Yeah, we can skip that. Feels long for me because I read the stream notif That was a math class or something. It felt like ages ago. Oh, okay. Thanks for the follow, Lover Demon X. Captain Magma is the Explosher. That's what we're farming for. You unlock the vanilla Explosher at level 18, and at that point we can start playing Rainmaker again for the Weapon to X series. Port Mackerel and Moray Towers. Beautiful. I'll wait for about 10 seconds for y'all to go into your friends section here and to wait for my name to light up. And then, good luck making it into the lobby. Wish you all the best. I would do private battles so we could rotate a few more people in, but if that were the case, I wouldn't be able to get levels, and that's really the point of playing at the moment. So this is about the best we got. All right, that's been long enough. Good luck, everybody. I need to win one of the 2 next games to get the experience bonus that you get from getting a weapon freshness up. Looks like there's some slots. Who's got them? Plant and Froggy. I don't know if Pork Chop's on my friends list or not. I didn't add them recently at any rate. All right. This is the one game mode where it might actually be somewhat worthwhile to start off and just paint your way all the way down here. Maybe. I would still argue against it, probably, but... At least this way we have our base painted right away. Hello! Okay. Try and get in behind them like this. Ah, darn it. They probably win this, unless... Okay. They missed a lot of shots. That wouldn't have worked under a lot of circumstances, but... Freaked them out a little bit too much, and they missed. Fat Curly's almost threatening. Moray, my beloved. Sounding like my former teammate Femi. Femi had this weird affection for Moray Towers that I cannot explain. Ah! Didn't really know what to do about that. Oh. Well. Of course, we've got someone who's playing off their bubbles like that. Get juked. Well, that didn't do enough, but it did something. How did Moray manage to be Sprash? I know, right? Moray is the only Splatoon map that has managed to be bad in 3 mainstream Nintendo games. That's wild to me. There have only been 2 Splatoon games, but it managed to make another game worse anyway. Oh, neat. Are you sure it's the same Femi that was on Watercolor? I don't know if there are other Femis out there. Oh yeah, Moray is one of the most popular maps in Splatoon. We haven't educated the casual players enough. Yeah, I'm on the Moray hate train. Except for on Clamblitz. I think Clamblitz Moray is mid. I would say good, except that it still has the problem that it takes way too long to spawn in. And, like, get back into a position where you're relevant. But other than that, I actually like the map design for playing the game. Because it ignores all of the parts of this map that suck. Hi! Darn. Rainmaker Moray is interesting. It's not balanced, but it's, like, unique, which I like. There are so many weird, wacky things that you can do on this map that just aren't, like, you have way more options for how to push the Rainmaker in Moray, Rainmaker specifically, than you do in, like, any other map. Because, like, all of these walls are paintable. So you can just, like, sneak it on walls places. Like, I actually want more little shortcuts like that to be available in other maps that are actually, like, competitively acceptable. Alright, we've done it. We're doing sploosh things. There's someone from their team who's gonna respawn soon. Darn it! I was stealth swimming, so they just guessed. Takes a sploosh to know a sploosh, I guess. Oh. Yep. Well played, well played. An extra long rail that goes spawn to spawn. Yeah, in Rainmaker, that's just brilliant map design. I completely agree. Just let me not interact with the enemy team the entire way to the goal. Did we win that? Oh, we didn't win that. Oh, we did win that! Let's go. That should be freshness bonus. Line rails that take you down looking like a Sonic game. There's that freshness bonus. Alright, so now we switch weapons so we can get a freshness bonus on a new one. Yeah, the skyscraper's just broke. my best weapon that doesn't have? Doing this for now. It doesn't paint a ton, but it has rain, and I know how to use the main weapon pretty well. Hi, Josh. Welcome to stream. Hope you are having a pleasant evening and that you do not have to get up early tomorrow. Well, I guess if you're in NA. If you're in Europe, it is already early tomorrow. Oh no. Man, I was on the far right-hand side of the map, but I still knew that someone was over there. It looks like they caught someone off guard. This is a pretty nice weapon for port. That bomb is scaring me every time. Oh, please. Okay, we got him. There we go, squad. We're starting to look pretty good. We can hold on from here. The world is our burrito. Oh my god, I'm missing everything. There we go. Oh, that wasn't even the dynamo that got me. I was like, I thought I had that in time. Can't wait till 21-22 when Splatoon takes a page of the iPhone's book and releases Splatoon X. Well, we had a good look in the middle of the game there, but it has fallen apart since that time. Which is fine. This is the best time in the progression to take a loss, because I'm still at 0-0, so it's not like I lose a point, it just stays at 0. So it's still only 5 wins away. What are you grinding for? The Explosher. That's Captain Magma. I didn't see what Dilly was playing. Says I have no clue how to play my weapon. Can I add more gimmicks to 3? I don't know if I want more gimmicks, because more gimmicks means there's a higher likelihood that something's not balanced. Do you guys think Splatoon 4 will come out? 5 years? I don't know. All of those Expo unlock at 18. point sensor there is kind of brutal. The only thing you can do from there is hide. Let's go over there and support Billy. Oh boy. Oh, I got body blocked, I think. From what? Also, sharking jet squelcher. Kind of a flanking jet squelcher, I should say. Ooh. Billy might be in some trouble. Yeah, this isn't looking too hot for the vanilla forge right now. Oh, that was on the rail. Okay. Well. Wait, that's actually kind of close, and they have a lot of patchy points on their part, yeah. They didn't paint their side very thoroughly, and we did. In Turf War, you gotta paint your base. Doesn't have to happen right away, but it's gotta happen. On map control, y'all had us, but you didn't paint your base. Chud bribed. These are veggie straws that I am munching. I'm gonna need to get a refill on some water soon. Well, yeah, that is true. Which begs the question why the Wind Blaster happened. Darn it. The rain didn't do as much as I was hoping it would. Ah! Oh, I'm on the back side of this. That's not where I want to be. boss is in a pickle. Yeah. Wasn't anyone down there to support it. Nice. Ooh, this is a bad jump. Maybe not. Oh, so we can come. It's one of those situations where it's like, okay, well, I see everybody with this point sensor. Can I do anything about them? No. Why aren't you caving your gear? I don't know what you mean by that. Wonder how viable a V-Pro would be if they had a better sub. I think the problem actually is the rain. I'll talk about it in a second. I need to go get water. So, don't get me wrong, point sensor's booty. But I think the biggest problem with that weapon is that it doesn't paint an awful lot. And that's combined with a special that the entire time the special is launched, you cannot be charging special again. Whereas with something like missiles, you launch the special and then you can immediately start painting for missiles and be like a quarter of the way there as the missiles are falling. So, in terms of being a displacement special, missiles are just so much higher volume than rain is. And so you just don't get as many specials out of this weapon as you would get out of other weapons. And, you know, having a sub-weapon that doesn't help it that much is not helping matters, but I think that's more of the reason. Like, there are a lot of those, like, mid-range or supportive rain farm weapons that, like, you've got the Rain Zap, you've got the Rain Junior, you've got the Rain Mini. Like, all of these weapons would have a niche if rain spam were viable. But the problem is it's just outclassed by missile spam. Changing my gear? I have no use for gear on this playthrough, for a couple of reasons. One, I'm better off spending my money on the weapons to be able to farm them more quickly. But then even once the challenge starts, my goal here is to do all of this with the starting gear without changing it, adding any slots, anything like that. Because I want to make the point that gear is not as important as a lot of people think it is. I think that gear is massively, like, overemphasized, and that it's basically the last thing that you want to think about. It's an afterthought. It's something that, like, is a minor optimization. Because your decision-making, the way you're taking fights, so your mechanical skill, your aim, also your mid-fight decision-making, your, am I going to move, am I going to continue shooting? All of that matters so much more. Like, you cannot sabotage a professional player hard enough with gear that they are going to lose to, you know, most people that they would normally beat. It's just not as much of a factor in whether you win or lose games. And people, you know, disagree with me on that. People make comments on videos about, you know, oh, my gear's just not good enough. That's why I'm losing. Which is really an awful mindset. And not at all true. So, in any of these kinds of runs that I do, I did this with the How to Get Out of Ranked series, and I'm doing this now with the Weapon to X series. I am doing it with default gear to show that it is pretty insignificant. You should name your channel Squid and Octo School. Respectfully, no, I think that's a terrible idea. That does not roll off the tongue well. I get that, like, it's not fully inclusive of the marine species that are represented in this game. I understand that that is an inaccuracy, but it's too short and punchy and alliterative for me to want to give up. Maybe it was a different weapon than MPU Bamboo. Even, I don't know. People, so Chara and his team, I think they were called Prophecy at the time, they ran non-MPU Bamboo and had success with it at top level. Like, I think that weapon was actually just underexplored because it was hard. Cancelled gem? Oh my god. Octopus and Squid Scholastic Programming? I mean, at that point, you might as well just say Cephalopod. Like this weapon, for example, this has 170 range, which is pretty good for a special most of the time. But the thing is, a missile user who has 220 missiles is farming those missiles so much sooner. What happened to that player? Are farming those missiles so much sooner after the special is launched that they're still going to get missiles faster than my 170 in all likelihood. They're really trying to hard farm for it. Maybe not 220. I haven't, like, run the numbers exactly, but you can at least understand the advantage that I'm trying to describe here categorically, if not numerically. Change your race. Squid schools are like in terms of the channel. That's literally all that it's there for, to be a good brand. As long as it has accomplished that, it has accomplished its entire purpose. Oh, there's someone here. I don't like that. I would prefer that that not be true. And also that they be splatted. Ah ha ha. Okay, we got him. Ah, ha, ha. Ah! I will get up over this. Okay, we got it. That's 2 down. Where is this value? I don't know. I don't care. It's 10 seconds left. Oh, hi. Darn it. I didn't get the rain off in time. It wouldn't have done much. Only 4 seconds of rain. Cephaloschool? That's not bad. But Squid School is what it's been for years now. GG's and good night, Daim. Thanks for stopping by. The map has been oranged. I like orange as a verb. Squid School is nice because the initials are the same letters as well. Yeah. Squid School's not going to change in name. Yeah, what is the zone's rotation? Let's take a look. It is Piranha Pit and Walleye. Okay, Piranha Pit is fine. Piranha Pit is a competitive map mode. Walleye is very, very far from fine. Walleye is a map that should never be played competitively, and that I hope does not return to Splatoon 3. Oh my god. Ah, I'm alive! Wait, no, I'm not. Okay. They both go in the same corner. They both splat. Look at how long it takes my special to be chargeable again. I've painted all of this turf on the right-hand side. That's a lot of paint that I'm just not getting in my special meter. With armor, it does a similar thing, but the thing with armor is that as soon as your armor breaks, you can farm it again. So it's still more spammable. And it's also just kind of better in terms of the impact it has on fights and stuff. It's kind of funny. There's the meme of like the zoning ultimate, which is really the ultimate that missed, but they, you know, copium say that, oh my god. How did my teammate get through, but me not? It's weird. It really the ultimate missed, but they say, oh no, it was a zoning ultimate, to copium to justify that they did it. But like, Inkstorm is literally just a zoning ultimate. That's its actual intended purpose. Ha! Stole the kill from the baller user. Hopping on Twitter right now about end your whole career. Good luck. Hey, Arowana, everything. Yeah, Arowana is my argument for one of the worst 2 maps in the game. For me, it's Walleye or Arowana. Point sensor sub is by far the weakness. Oh, you mean of this weapon? Or the weakest sub weapon? So, Arowana is bad on all modes. I can't think of one that I would really enjoy playing. Rainmaker, it has like the worst Rainmaker choke point in the entire game. Tower control, it is just way too easy to play custom jet and farm for Ray and never let them get through first check. Clam Blitz, the way to push is to just barrel through this one choke point to the basket and try and hold that high ground. And then zones, it's just really awkward to get onto the zone as a short-range weapon and not get sniped. Like, every single one of them has big, major problems. But I don't think any of those problems quite eclipse the walleye problem, which is a single special can bottle up the entire enemy team in spawn off of a wipe. You should not get that much value out of any fight in the game. Like, it should never be that bad that you get wiped once, and then the enemy team can have one person go up with an inkjet or missile or something and hold you back in your spawn for the entire duration of that special. Like, you just get to second checkpoint for free off of one special, and then if you can stagger another one in, that's even more time. The lockout on walleye is just the worst. And I'm going in with turf? Yeah, absolutely. I think most of these players are from the stream. As long as you can grab a spot. Back is the best map for zones, in your opinion? Interesting. It is nice that it's so close to spawn. That, like, I think maps where you have to take a long time to get back from your spawn into play, they're bad competitively because you have less comeback potential. It's easier to punish one mistake really hard instead of outplaying them the whole game. And 2, it's less fun that way. Because it's way more fun when you can have an impact on the match again quickly. It can't get so much to where, like, kills don't matter. Like, it can't just be you splat them and then they're right back where they were. But I don't think that's ever going to happen even just with the, like, 10-second respawn timer. Shape. Nice. Why did I throw a point sensor? What in the world is the point of doing that? What's up, Irish Steam? I like Piranha. I had a game of Walleye. It was a DC. Won with no issue. Wasn't a lot of slaying that round. It was just like... Yeah, I don't know. Guess we won one fight and then kept control of the map for long enough. Sick wall climb. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that wall right there is one of the reasons that I don't put Moray at, like, the bottom of the barrel in terms of maps. Like, I don't think that there is a single competitively acceptable Moray Towers mode. I think Clam Blitz gets pretty close, but there are some parts of Moray that I hope come back, like being able to paint like all of the walls and jump back and forth between them all. I think that's just something that's super cool that is really underexplored about this game's movement mechanics. It's interesting that there are so many American players out. Like, this is a weekend night. Like, I wasn't expecting to have quite as much audience just because y'all need to sleep. But I guess y'all are gamers, and you think sleep is for the weak. Which is a joke, by the way. I do not condone that mindset. It is actually very important for playing well in a video game. Teammates. Oh. Bad job, Gem. You better say. Morning, rare to catch a stream live. Yeah, figured I'd test the waters and see what happens. The nice thing about streaming late is that you end up being the only streamer that's live at a certain point. Not the only streamer, like, but like there are far fewer streamers, and so it's like you get someone like Barry, you know, one of the biggest streamers in the game, and they're looking for someone to raid. Who are they gonna raid? Well, under normal circumstances, they wouldn't raid you because you're not up that late. But also, under normal circumstances, they have a whole bunch of options. But now it's like, well, it's just me. So that part is kind of nice, I guess. And it's also just like, if you are the option for late night Splatoon, then you get a lot of viewers for that. Because even though there are fewer online overall, you get a higher proportion of them. There's some nice bits about streaming late. It's also nice for, like, you know, I've got some viewers from Australia and from Europe, and sometimes you're like, well, the hours that I am normally streaming do not do anything for y'all. Job, teammates. I'm sorry for clogging this choke point. I wish you all the best of luck in escaping your lives. If we make a good play in the next second or two, not dying to the bowler would have been a good play. Not dying to the K-shot would have been a good play. If either of those things hadn't happened, we would have had a chance to take that back and win, but I don't think we do that at this point. Doesn't really matter that I get these picks, and I didn't even get all of those picks. We probably lose that one. 1 a.m. across the pond. Oh, you mean across the pond in America? Yes, because you are Irish. This makes sense. I was like, wait, it's 1 a.m. here. I'm Australian, confirmed. Hot day without the Second Amendment, but I'll go down. Nearly 8 a.m. So that would put you in England, I would think. Captain Magma, add me please, is the Explosher. So once I unlock that, I will be able to play Rainmaker again on the Weapon X stuff. Hi, Curb! Glad you're having a nice night listening to Animal Crossing. No way we can let this level 14 show. The point sensor there was entirely unnecessary. What I'm realizing. Are we gonna do this again? That's so funny! Those are the same two people that I got on Snipe, and they both jumped to the same place, and I camped the same jump. Oh, hi. Please go elsewhere. Darn it. Crossed them up by accident. That was an awkward position. Oh my god. Get away from me. Okay. Rats, rats, we are the rats. Any Germa fans out there? And if not, why? Oh god. Not quite. Uh-oh. Leave me alone! No! I even had my aim on. I'm actually proud of that snap, despite the fact that it accomplished nothing. Okay, we got one. Stem the bleeding. The pink bleeding. That's a blue bomb that I'm not gonna drop into. They don't have this wall thing. Oh, hi. Whew. Saved it. Hi. Please go away. Please stop. Great, now you have armor. Okay. Took a year or two, but we got there. What? Oh boy. Wait, I thought I had a teammate to my right. Did they fall? I don't know what happened there. We might have got this? I don't know. It looks like they have a little bit more of mid under control, but... Oh yeah, we do not got that. Closer than I thought it was. Room's full. Yeah, this is the highest volume that I can get outside of a private battle. And the problem with private battles is that I cannot farm for experience. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm actually going to go out and go into single player and get another Crust Bucket ticket. There are a couple of more that I have not gone and found yet, and there's, I think, a chance that they end up being experience tickets, in which case I can use those in and get more levels more quickly. And stand by for 4 rounds. Yeah, happens. Actually, I don't know about Rage, but all of these other players are definitely from the stream. Okay, yeah, we've got everybody in here is actually from the stream. Last game was getting late. All right, sounds good. Yeah, it's getting kind of late for me too. I still have an upload to do. Climb their heights. Yeah, like in terms of elevation, like Moray goes up to down to up, Flounder goes down to up to down. Nope. Oh. Darn it. I had dropped down, I would have died to that player's missiles beneath me. So I'd be in the air, completely unable to avoid them. They'd fall and hit me before I landed. Someone who made it up here. If we fought them. No, we have not. They just run away. Okay, that's the aerospray doing baller stuff. Oh no, and they went down over there. Okay. Not a huge fan of this position. But we got one. You were point censored. I knew you were there. So what I did there was I rode the wall so that they couldn't tell that I had gone sideways, and then I crossed them up. Ah, well. I should have hit more shots than I did there. Bad aim on my part. Clean up our base a little bit. Make sure that the easy stuff is covered. We want to get this somewhere good. One shot. There we go. Who has the baller? That's the gold arrow spray. I think. Well, wasn't Froggy playing the Luna Blaster with the baller as well? Yeah, there's a Luna Blaster as well. That was a close one. Yeah, I didn't know who they were asking about. Alright, if we win 2 in a row, that gives us a freshness bonus. Otherwise, we need to win 3 in the next 2. GG's, Frog. And Dilly. And everybody said GG. Pickle. I wonder what that says. My feet got painted. I just kept trying to hit the shots and missed. I think that's probably the right call to just try and shoot them, but we need to actually, you know, shoot them instead of like not shooting them. That would be the play, I would think. Not shooting them significantly less effective than shooting them. Oh my god. Getting backed up into some awkward positions here. Okay, nice. That's 2 down. There's still someone up there, I think. Yeah, they're still going up to spawn. We'll come up from behind. Cut them off. there was someone... Oh, they're down a level. Whoops. I thought there was someone spawning in. That was a good bait. We got them out. Now we gotta paint up what they left. It's a little bit patchwork in here, which is probably gonna stay for the end of the game, unfortunately, but that was a good pick. That'll give us some time. That's another one down. Okay, with that many picks that late in the game, we probably have advantage of it. Oh, especially if they're gonna take risky things like this. Oh, they had armor and got through. Okay, I don't think we win now. If we won that fight in middle, I think it's a shoo-in. We win the game, but it was not to be. Oh, have I gotten friend requests? I did get one. Do I have enough space? Shoot. Okay, I need to go back in here so that I don't end up disconnecting. Because I do not have time to delete another one before the game timer runs out here. But then on the next loading screen, I'll delete one. And then in the middle of the game, I'll accept. When playing Splatoon, so sometimes I listen to... Here comes a thought. I can listen to here. I'm confused. I don't follow the sentence there. Aren't platinum points for the aesthetics, like the profile pictures? Thanks, Froggy. And thanks for playing with us. Shouldn't you be getting a ticket right now? I did say I was going to do that, didn't I? And then I never did. Oops. Oh. Well, okay, I'm getting a ticket now. We're gonna go here. Okay, so sector 2. There was 1 in 5 that we got. Oh, I actually haven't gotten to level 6, but there's 1 in level 8. I'm gonna go and look up its location really quick. It's not guaranteed to be an experience one, so I might need to go and find the level 6 one too. Spinning Campground. And crust bucket ticket. Before checkpoint 1. So there's 2 ink furlers with 2 octo troopers circling a bumper. Oh, I think I see it right down there. Yeah, it's right below. Right? Yeah, there it is. That's a money ticket. Okay. It might actually be that they're consistent. So let's hop back to Octo Canyon and go and find level 6. Octo Zeppelin Invasion. Where's level 6? It's literally the one that we haven't found. got every single other one. Here somewhere. Probably over here. Alright. There's gotta be some significance to this. That's level 9. Oh wait, it's over here. That's what it is. Okay, this one. Location, this is a cash up ticket. Darn, okay. Well, that answers that question. So it is actually consistent. Which ones are which kind of ticket, and it just didn't tell me on the wiki. But now I know it's the one in the overworld and the one in level 5. So that answers that question. Also, thank you for the follow, Lux. Appreciate it. Who is Captain Magma? Captain Magma is the Explosher. So right now on, we're doing the Weapon to X series. It's a series on YouTube where I play weapons that I don't normally play competitively, and try to get them up to X rank. Thanks for the follow, Droop. And right now, I'm in between weapons on Rainmaker, because I just got the arrow spray to rank X on Rainmaker. So I'm replacing it with something else, and now it's going to be the Explosher. On tower control, it's GoTuber. On splat zones, it's the heavy splatling. And on Clam Blitz, it's the Grim Range Blaster. So, right now, to get the Explosher, we need to get to level 18, and so we're leveling up in Turf War. Alright. Orange box you passed in Sector 2 has one, I believe, if you didn't snag it all. I did get it. That was, there were 2 that I've run today. One was in the overworld of Sector 2, which was that orange one, or that orange box one. And then one was the one in level 5, which is by the 3rd checkpoint there. Every other one, I think, is too far into the single player to be worth going and trying to find. So that's what we're going to stick to. All right, so hopefully you've had enough time to hover over my name in the friends list. I'm going to start right now. Are you going to use the ticket? No, I don't have any more tickets. I've used both of the ones that are easily accessed. It's like theoretically possible that I get one from Salmon Run, but Salmon Run takes so long to grind through the tutorials and then through the early levels where you're not getting very many rewards at all. When you first started, super bonuses took a long time to get to. That was like a process of multiple hours to unlock a super bonus. So it's unlikely early on that's going to happen. Although it is the most wholesome thing in the world to smurf in Salmon Run. Like, there's just literally no harm in it. It's the most ethical of smurfs. You're just helping your kids grow into stronger squids or something like that. I don't know. I feel very, very paternal towards my new Salmon Run teammates. You were stuck. Alice made it in right away. Good job, Alice. Quick on the draw. Whew. I'm glad that I aimed better than they did. That is not necessarily a winning fight. Whew. Hey, cut that out. Dio. Wait a minute. That's not Dio, is it? No. We're going to be running ink recovery. Hello? Come up the sponge, please. I'm holding the ZL button. I don't know what actually was preventing me from getting there. Oh, no. That is not where I wanted you to be. I've added everybody who's added me most recently. Zach, did you add me, like, before this stream? Because I've added everybody who has sent me a friend request during this stream, as far as I'm aware. There you are. Oh no. That probably scared Alice to half to death. Oh, somebody's up there. That's cool. Thanks for the follow, Space Dr. Amber. Very curious about that name. Oh yeah, Mr. Grizz is pretty evil. Not a good dude. I don't know if he's Octavio bad. His brainwashing is pretty awful, but he's definitely not a good dude. Okay, Zach, what's your username? Need to delete someone first. I'm pretty sure... Oh, wait, I deleted a friend, but I didn't go and accept it, did I? Whoops. Ooh, 3 seconds to spare. I don't know why you're not able to accept friend requests from this screen specifically. That has to be some, like, oversight on their part. Draw a Stickman, Epic 2. Huh. I've never heard of that video game in my life. I'm not gonna jump across that because that is gonna get me killed. Alright, all I needed was one shot because they were stuck in the rain. Leaf isn't just one zone. It's not bad the way that it is. Being one zone, like, it would have to be a pretty big zone. Because otherwise, it's like... neither team really has, like, any part of it on their side over the other player's side. Other teams, it's, like, hard to explain. I like that one team has significant control over one zone. And that you really have to push to the other side to get it. You can't just, like, bombard that bottom area with one bomb rush. You have to actually, like, advance forward and manage to control the space of both of them. I feel like making it do that with a single zone would mean that the zone has to be huge, and a huge zone is a big problem. Like, that's the big reason that I don't like kelp zones, more than anything else. Now, it was the Nautilus or the Baller at that point. Reef is one of the best design maps in Splatoon 2. Absolutely should come back to Splatoon 3. Oh man, they knew so. I guess they were watching me. I think that's visible from their angle. It just didn't look visible because I couldn't see them. Oh man. We're not doing great on the V Pro. Except the trees. We hate trees here. We won that? By 2p? What? The trees are interesting cover. I think they actually break the map up in a cool way. Trees are the same as poles, which is cool with the leaves. The trees they're visually apparent enough that they're better than poles. My problem with poles is that sometimes I just like don't even notice that there's a pole in the way when I'm about to do something. The tree, it's like, there's no way I missed the trunk because it's thick enough, but even if it wasn't the trunk, I would notice because the really huge like canopy of leaves around it. So it's like I see that there is something in the way when there is a tree there. The poles, sometimes it's just like, oh, apparently my bubble bounces off of that. Cool, that's just an obstacle for being an obstacle's sake. Not an obstacle that will protect me from shots, mind you. Just an obstacle to me doing certain random things that I want to do. Like, I don't feel like that ever has a intended impact on gameplay. I feel like that is so much more likely to just be something that causes an accident. Am I crazy if you're using white word Twitch and YouTube? No, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Now, if you're not using like a color filter or like glasses or something to filter out the blue light, it might not be great for your eyes. It might cause a little bit more eye strain, but I do have such a thing. And it's more effective, I think, than just putting it onto dark mode. Oh, I'm dead to that. That was an interesting kill cam. Let's take a quick look at this sponge. Isn't this sponge cool? Okay, here's the player that got you. Probably tradable. What's up, Uni? What weapon, says Flamin' Hot Squid? I'm currently using the Vanilla Pro, but I'm farming levels to unlock the Explosher. RIP. I've not been having a lot of success on Vanilla Pro and Turf War. They actually backed up out of range to hit me in that fight. They wanted to be rushing me because I outranged. Aim's still not great, but we definitely won that one. What software do you use for the parallel stream? It's restream.io. Absolutely need blue light glasses because without them my eyes would get super watery. It would be hard to even see. Yeah, that, like, blue light really messes your eyes up. It's kind of crazy. Like, I'm not gonna shill for gunners out here. I just use a program called Flux on my computer screen, and it automatically filters all of that for me without having to rely on the glasses, which are overpriced, and also not free of charge like Flux. Remind me of a young Mark Zuckerberg. That's a new one. Are you sipping on? I haven't had a drink of water in like a minute here. Me. Hydrate, sir, says Flaming Hot Squid. That was really poor placement of that Booyah Bomb, actually. Probably not intended to land on that corner, but you put it up too high, and the radius never actually reaches the ground around it, and doesn't paint very much. They probably intended that to land on the ground somewhere, and then it just kind of hit that edge. Didn't do a lot for them. Yeah, I should have figured someone was watching the angle. We're really split up right now. And as I say that, we'll move closer together. Nice. Caught Alice in a tough spot there. Nice. That doesn't actually hit anything, does it? What's this up here? Ooh, that's gnarly. Point sensor. Oh! The point sensor to Stingray combo is pretty good. I don't know what happened to the heavy. I just figured they were watching that angle so that I wouldn't, maybe the dynamo got them on the, like, looks like they were spawning in right in front of me. That was close. Definitely don't want to go down at this point. One rain, right up the middle. I lose that fight probably, but that's okay, because we were pushed up. That should be a win. I'll probably do maybe 2 more. Getting kind of late. Thank you for the follow, Flamin' Hot Squid. I saw concept fan art for salmonlings. That would be a cool addition to character customization. Yeah, a lot of people have been speculating about some kind of idea like that. Hey, Mars made it in. Awesome. Shots in that situation, and that is not a thing I did. Okay, I got one of them. It's definitely really good for a 1v3. The splashdown jump was a little bit optimistic, but appreciate the enthusiasm. Some of this up at least. It's important to paint your base so you don't forget at the very end when you have to actually take fights that matter. There is a metagame in Turf War. It's not explored very often. That was a little weird. It looked like they were falling extra fast. Seaside band members look salmonid-ish. Oh, whoops. Yeah, who knows? Oops. Oh my god. I had it once. Go get him, Mars. Okay. Ah! Okay, we traded. The nice thing here is we have a disconnect on their team, so we should win. I like winning. It gives me more experience points. Okay, good trade, good trade. Nice. It's just not. And that's how it goes when you've got a DC on the other team. What is the turf meta then? Nice to learn for the start of the next game. Winning good, make me happy. Unpopular opinion, they get me canceled. I think Battle Royale will be in Splatoon 3. I don't think so. Splatoon's an objective shooter. And if there's one thing that Nintendo has never figured out, it is networking. They've got a peer-to-peer architecture in this game, which is just insane. So the question was turf meta. So turf plays a lot like I'd say it's closest to Clam Blitz in terms of the way that you roll out onto the map, because like splat zones, everything is centralized in that one center area, and like the center is important in turf war, just like how the center of the board is important in chess and the center of the field is important in soccer and, you know, all of those other kinds of concepts. But it's not everything in turf war. Like, you can absolutely avoid the center and still succeed because the objective is everywhere. Clam Blitz is a lot closer to that the objective is everywhere concept. There's no one single point on the map that matters the most. There's the basket, obviously. The basket's on either team's side, but really the way that you gain access to the basket is by gaining control of everything else first. Just whatever location is strategically useful to get you there. So I think you kind of move in like it's Clam Blitz, where you're just trying to control whatever will help you get the best access to the map. And then, like, and the other thing about Clam Blitz is that anyone can be the objective player. Like, anyone can have a power clam, but the objective can also be played by individual clam holders. Oh my goodness. So, just like in Turf War, where everybody can just paint the map, because that's the only objective there is, in Clam Blitz, everyone can play the objective. So, if you're a competitive player, you try and think about it sort of like that. And then, once you have some kind of advantage, once you have control of the map, once you have special advantage, you're able to push in with it, like, whatever it is you're able to do after you have gotten yourself out of neutral well, you then try to take a position not all the way forward in the enemy spawn, but maybe like 60 or 70% up, and you try and hold from there. Because if you go into the enemy spawn, you run yourself into position. Wow, they really just kind of wriggled past that, huh? You run yourself into positions where the enemy team is being given an advantage because you're pushed so far up. Because you're putting yourself at height disadvantage. Because you're putting yourself further away from your own spawn, so they spawn in quicker than you spawn into that same position. You want to have a little bit of distance from the enemy spawn so you can like safely put jumps in to your teammates in mid. There's a lot that you gain from not going all the way in. But then you try and hold from there, and the most important thing in Turf War is not to die in the last minute of the game. In the last minute, you need to start farming your specials to make sure that you have it within that 30 to 45 second range. And that 30 to 45 second range fight is what is going to determine who wins the game. Because in 30 seconds, you and whoever is left after a fight are going to be able to take the lead back if you win, and you're even remotely near mid. So, as long as you win numbers advantage at that one moment, that is when you've got control. Now, if you set up in that, like, 60-70% line, you can make that fight at 30 to 45 seconds easier because you're taking strong offensive positions that they can't push back in from very easily. So that's the advantage to be gained in the first 2 minutes of the game, but it's really the last minute of the game that matters the most. Oh yeah, no worries, Dilly, no worries. I don't lose weapon freshness for that. So I just have to win one of the next two. If I win one of the next two, then we'll call it there. Yeah, if I win this next one, I'll call it. If I don't win this next one, I'll play one more and see if I can get that freshness bonus. No freshness? What's up, Bab? I really hope they add a KO condition to Turf for the Splatfest's pro mode. Then they wouldn't be able to sync it to the music. I think Turf War is fine. It doesn't need to be a competitive mode. Like, it's allowed to exist as a casual mode. I think that's a good purpose for it to serve. I think armor's insanely good in turf. I mean, I guess your team is going to be a little bit more split up, so they're less likely to push in as a group, but in competitive play, absolutely run armor in turf war. The longer someone stays up, the more paint they put down, you know, the more of the objective they control. Gonna head out. All right, later, Dilly. Thanks for playing. See you next time. Just cleaning up the base in the meantime. Getting rushed down in the meantime. Getting the splat. Oh, they got their armor off just in time. Unfortunate. Not that we're actually fighting during the time that they have armor at this point. Actually, I don't think that's the worst thing. Yeah, I saw the missiles get off. Let's back up a little bit. I don't think they got a lot out of that. There you are. Oh boy. That was a really good move. I don't... Oh, crap. I think... Now with an arrow spray. Yeah, that was just well played by Mars. I could have shot them again, but it was funnier to just watch. Hey. You. I don't like your squid friends. No way. I can't keep this going up. Oh, there's a jump. But I thought I was hitting. Apparently, I was not. We pre-fire those. I think we win this. Oh yeah, we've got someone in their base. Okay, we got this. Nice. I just live and distract, so do you get sleep? I'm actually gonna be closing it down for now. See, like last night, there's the freshness bonus. Last night I was up until like sunrise, so I've still got a couple hours left in me, but I need to spend some of that time getting another video uploaded. So I'm gonna put my links in the chat real quick. I have a YouTube channel, I have TikTok, Twitter, there's a Discord server for Squid School, there is a Patreon. I'm trying to do content creation for this full time. Especially going into Splatoon 3, I think there's a lot that I can teach the new players coming into the game. So if you want to support that, then I would really appreciate that. I'm trying to get the expert status on Metafy, and people giving me vouchers is supposed to be a way to speed that up. I don't know exactly why, like, there's no step of the process I haven't done yet, so I'm just waiting on them to solidify it. But they say that the more vouchers you have, the more likely it is that I get certified quicker. So it'd be nice to be able to get that and be able to start monetizing that as well, so that I can hopefully be a resource to the fullest extent possible going into the new game. I think that's all that I have to plug. I'm streaming on Tuesday. I might stream tomorrow. We'll see. Might do some more Weapon to X series. The weapon that we were farming today is for the Weapon to X videos, one of which is going to be going up for tomorrow morning. But I stream all of that as well, in addition to putting it all on YouTube. So if you want to check that out, then that's an option. But Tuesday, I'm doing VOD reviews for viewers. I do that from 3 to 5 Pacific time and 6 to 8 Eastern time if you need the conversion. If you're in the middle of the country, I mean, you're out of luck. You have to do the math. But I do that every week on Tuesdays. There will be 2 VOD reviews for players who send recordings in, and I'll talk through all of their decision-making throughout the entire game. So that's me. Thank you, everybody, for coming and watching. Appreciate all of the raiders, and I'm going to be saying nice things about you guys on the internet soon. Thank you guys for coming out and supporting. Let's go and find somebody that we can raid. Okay, there are no channels that I follow that are live, which I kind of expected because it's pretty late. But let's see who else is on right now. Wait, I don't follow Amy? We gotta fix that. That's not right. All right. School's out, everybody. We're going off to the raid. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to hop over into Twitch really quick, you'll be able to participate in the raid for, I think it's, I don't think I've actually heard them pronounce their name, but I think it's Amy. But they are an Australian Splatooner who is very cool and fun, and I am a fan. So, off we go, everybody. Yeah, off to Australia, exactly. The Australians are always the ones who are up super late for the Americans. They're good raid targets. So make friends with some Aussies. Anyway, here we go. Have a good night, everybody.